Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I'm going to present a material about auto-scaling fundamentals. Based on the Alibaba Cloud Academy course, auto-scaling is one of the most critical technology in modern cloud computing infrastructure. And through this presentation, I hope to give you comprehensive understanding of how it works, why it matters, and how to operate it efficiently. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mojer Handi. Next, before I give I dive into the material, let me walk you through what we will be covering today. Our presentation is structured into 8 main topics. The first is what is autoscaling. The second is why is autoscaling important. 3. How to autoscaling works. 4. Autoscaling function. 5. Core concept of autoscaling. 6. Scaling rules and cooldown time. 7. Scaling activity consideration. And the last, billing method and operation. The first, uh, what is autoscaling? So, autoscaling is a cloud computing technology and method that automatically adjust the amount of computing resource, such as CPU, memory, or the number of server instances, based on the workload that is running in real time. In simple terms, think of it as a system that thinks for itself. It adds more server when the application needs them and reduce servers when they are not needed. The main goal is autoscaling is designed with two primary objectives. The first, to maintain stable application performance when traffic spikes suddenly. Second, to save operational costs when traffic is low by automatically reducing unnecessary server resources. Together, these two goals make auto-scaling a fundamental pillar of modern cloud architecture. Next is why is auto-scaling important? The first is cost efficiency. With auto-scaling, companies only pay for the resource they actually use, which is the pay-as-you-go model. There are no more wasted costs for servers that are sitting idle. This saving can be very significant, especially for business with fluctuating traffic patterns such as e-commerce platform, streaming service, or online education system. The second is high availability and fault tolerance. If one of the server crashes or malfunction, autoscaling automatically detect it as an unhealthy server. The system immediately shuts it down and replaces it with a brand new, healthy user, all without any manual intervention from the IT team. This capability is now as a failing and is one of the most critical features for maintaining system reliability. The third is consistent user experience. Sudden traffic spikes will no longer cause your application to slow down or go offline because server capacity always adapt responsively to real-time needs. User will always experience smooth and stable service. This is what we call consistent uptime and performance, the foundation of the trustworthy digital service. Next, now let's look at how autoscaling actually work from a technical perspective. The workflow involves several components working together in a coordinated manner. The first, application client or end user send request to the application through the internet. Security check, bot detection system and web application firewall filters incoming requests to ensure only legi- legitimate traffic enter the system. The load balancer evenly distributes traffic across all active servers to prevent any single server from being overwhelmed. And then auto-scaling monitor server load in real time. If the load exceeds a predefined threshold, the system perform either scale up or scale out to handle the increases demand. The data center. Data center provides replicate server that are ready to be activated at any as needed. And two types of scaling. It is important to understand the difference between these two types of scaling. Scaling up is scaling up or vertical scaling means increasing the capacity of the existing server. For example, adding more RAM and or CPU. However, this approach is limited by the maximum hardware specification. And scale out uh, hori- horizontal scaling means adding new server instances to share the load. This this is the primary focus of auto scaling because it is more flexible and not limited by the capacity of the single machine. The next is auto scaling function. The first, automa- automatic scalability or elasticity. Auto scaling focus on horizontal scaling, that is, increasing or reducing the number of server units rather than increasing the size of the single server. When average CPU usage is below the target threshold, the system maintains only the maximum number of servers required. However, sorry, little mistake. Uh, when CPU usage surges beyond the target, the system automatically performs a scale out by spinning up new server instances. This process optimizes both cost and performance based on actual workload at any given moment. The second function, high availability and self-healing. Autoscaling keeps application only 24 hours a day, 7 days and week. even in the event of system failures or hardware disruption in the data center. The self-healing mechanism works in three steps. The first, the normal state where all servers are healthy and serving users. Second, failure detection where the monitoring system detects an unhealthy server and stop routing traffic to it. And third, self-healing and replacement where the system automatically creates a new server from a master backup to replace the failed one, restoring the system to its normal state. The next is core concept of autoscaling. The first is scaling group. A scaling group is a collection of elastic compute service or ECS instances or elastic container instances that share similar business scenarios. It is the main container where all autoscaling configuration and rules are applied. Each scaling group has a defined minimum and maximum number of intents. The second is scaling configuration. A scaling configuration is a template or blueprint that defines the specification of the instances to be created when autoscaling perform a scale out. Think of it as a recipe that tells the system exactly what kind of server to create, including the instances type, the size, and operating system. The third is scaling role. A scaling role defines when and how a scaling activity should occur. For example, if CPU set decided to 70% for 5 consecutive minutes at two new server instances. This is essentially the brain of the auto scaling system. For scaling activity, the scaling activity is the actual action that takes place when the scaling rule is executed. Often ECS instances are manually added to or removed from the scaling group. Each scaling activity has a status and log that can be monitored for auditing and troubleshooting purposes. The fifth is scaling task. A scaling task is the mechanism that integrates auto-scaling feature with Cloud Monitor. This allows auto-scaling to respond automatically to monitor alarm, enabling a fully automated and provider scaling system. And the last is golden time. Golden time is a waiting period after a scaling activity completes during which auto scaling will not trigger new scaling activity from code monitor alarm text. The purpose is to prevent the system from auto scaling too frequently. A problem now tracing which cloud cause intentability. Golden time begins counting after the last ECS instances is added to or removed from the scaling group. The next is scaling rules and golden time. Uh, how scaling rules work? Scaling rules operated based on input metrics such as CPU, utilization, and request count. There are two critical boundaries to understand. Maxas is the maximum number of intents allowed in the scaling group. If a scaling rule attempts to add instances beyond the maxas, the system will only scale up to the maxas limit. Minisize is the minimum number of instances that must always exist in scaling group. The system will never reduce instances below this value. Mm, to illustration, if scaling rule set the number of instances to 50, but the max size of the scaling group is set to 45, the scaling rule will only increase the size of the group to 45 instances. It cannot excite to max's boundary. And the next is how cooldown time works. During the cooldown period, scaling activity requests from cloud monitor alarm tasks and rejected by the scaling group. This prevents the system from overwriting to short-term metric fluctuation. However, there is an important exception. Manual scaling rule the schedule task can immediately trigger scaling activities without waiting for the cooldown time to expire. The cooldown time begins counting from the moment the last ECS instances is successfully added to or removed from the scaling group by a scaling activity. And the next is scaling activity consideration. They are four important characteristic of scaling activity that even administrator must understand. The first, one a time. Only one scaling activity can be executed at any given time within a scaling group. If a new scaling request arrives, will a scaling activity is already running, it must wait in a queue for turn. This ensures the system remains stable and does not create conflicting action. The second is cannot be interrupted. Once a scaling activity has started, it cannot be stopped or cancelled midway. Through the process, it will only stop after it has fully completed or failed according to the system owned mechanism. The guardedness, the, integ- the integrity of the system set throughout the scaling process. The three system maintains ECS integrity. If some instances fail to be created during a scaling activity, the system does not cancel the entire activity. Instead, it only rolls back the failed instances while retaining the successfully created ones. For example, if 20 instances are being created and one files, the remaining 17 successfully instances continue to run. Only the one failed instances is rollback. And fourth, The autoscaling uses RAM permissions. Autoscaling use permissions from the RAM service to create, delete, or replace ECS instances through the ECS IP. It is important to note that rollback instances may still ensure costs during their runtime before they are puri delete. And then this is the 7-step scaling activity process. Complete scaling activity goes through 7 steps. First is triggered by a scaling rule. The second, the system performs creation of the new ECS instances. Third, instances are registered to the server load balancer or SLB. Fourth is some instances may fail their health check or SLB registration. Fifth is the system perform rollback of only the failed instances. Six, successfully instances are maintained and continue serving traffic. And the last seven is the activity complete once the target is reached or condition are stable. And next, billing method and auto-scaling operation. Billing method. User are sent based on the cloud resource they use within the auto-scaling ecosystem. Here is a breakdown of the billing method available for each type resource. Each as instances support their billing method. Subs, Subscription, uh, pay as you go, and privately instances. The next Elasticity container instances support two methods, pay as you go and pre predictable instances. And then SLB instances or server load balancer use only the pay as you go model based on actual usage. RTS instances support their three methods: subscription, pay you go as, and serverless. The most flexible option, ideal for database with highly variable traffic. And then main operation of autoscaling. Autoscaling provides 5 categories of operation that give administration full control over the system. Scaling group operation create create query and modification, deletion and enabling or disabling. Scaling configuration operation is create, query, and modification and deletion. Scaling rule operation is creation and modification and deletion. Triggering task operation is execution, attacks, and removal. Schedule task operation is creation and modification and deletion. Conclusion. We have now covered all at major topic of this presentation, let me summarize the key takeaway for you. The first, autoscaling is a cloud computing technology that automatically adjusts server capacity based on the actual workload, making the system efficient, responsive, and reliable. The second, it delivery delivers 3R benefit is cost efficient through the pay-you-go-as model, high efficiency through self-healing, and consistent user experience during traffic flu- fluctuation. And three, there are six fundamental concepts: scaling group, scaling configuration, scaling role, scaling activity, scaling task, and cooldown time. And next, the for scaling activity runs sequentially, cannot be interrupted, and the system always preserves the integrity of successfully created instances even if other fail. Autoscaling supports flexible billing method ranging from subscription and pay-you-go as to predictable instances and serverless. The last five operation categories provide full administrative control over the entire auto scaling system. Okay, this is all presentation from me. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.